Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. A little bit of news for you. Ryan Garcia has reached an agreement with the New York State Athletic Commission to accept a 1-year ban, a forfeit of $1.1 million from his purse against Devin Haney, and also for the Haney contest to be changed to a no contest. Was a decision in favour of Garcia, but now it's a no contest, which means that Devin Haney remains undefeated, and he also still holds his WBC belt. Now, Garcia had previously announced, a matter of hours ago, that he'd retired from boxing. I didn't believe that for a second, and I don't think you should either. He's a young man. He's extremely emotionally or mentally erratic. A statement like that means absolutely nothing. I've retired. No, you haven't, mate. It's whatever comes into Garcia's head comes out of his mouth. And I remember in the post-fight interview with Haney, he said, well, I've got ADHD. So perfect. That sort of statement, I don't know if he's got bipolar as well, but it's sort of, well, I've retired from boxing. Did anyone believe that? No, of course not. And if he had done, he wouldn't have even bothered with cutting a deal with the New York State Athletic Commission. But he has done. He has done. And I think it's, when you sort of slice and dice it, a year's ban, I'd have gone for 2 or 3 at least, but okay, he gets a year's ban, 1.1 million. Apparently he's rolling in millions, so that's not going to put a real dent in him. But I think the main thing is that the fight is changed to a no contest, because I think that is fair on Haney. I know a lot of people don't like Haney. I don't really care about him or Garcia. I don't care about them. I don't wish them any ill will, but I'm not a quote fan of either. I just want to see good boxing matches, and I want to see fair boxing matches. And I think, considering Haney took such a horrendous beating against Garcia, and Garcia came in overweight, as we know, and okay, Haney agreed to fight him, but when you get popped for illicit substances, that really sticks in my craw. It really does. I think it's a total bugbear of mine, and I'm not going to be, nor will I ever be, lenient on drug cheats. And Garcia has said, he's kind of admitted it was in his system, but he said, I don't know how it got there. Well, none of them ever do they? But it's feasible he didn't know, because fighters are not chemists, and that's why they have nutritionists and teams around them, because ultimately they have to be responsible for what they put in their body. But they're not chemists. They're not experts on these things. So what do? Well, you can't say that Garcia hasn't got the money to hire the absolute best people to check on what's going into his body. He has. So he ultimately, as the fighter, he must carry the can. Although I've always said, if you look at my previous videos, that if a fighter fails a drug test, he or she, the team around he or she, should also be held responsible for that. But ultimately, the buck stops with the captain, and the captain of the ship is the fighter. In the case of Garcia, I suppose with the benefit of hindsight, and it is with hindsight, we shouldn't be surprised that this sort of thing happened. But, I think it's good that Haney, regardless of whether you like him or not, has had that defeat struck off his record. I think that's the fair thing to do. The so-called punishment for Garcia, again, 1.1 million, probably doesn't mean much to him, chump change. And a year out of the game, he's a young man. If it had been 5 years, okay, that's a punishment. Or even 3 years maybe, but 1 year, he's probably not that bothered, is he? Anyway, what do you think? What do you think of this decision? Are you someone, perhaps you disagree with me, perhaps you think Garcia is in such a bad place, mentally so erratic, that he won't fight again? I very much doubt that, but it's difficult to know what to believe. So let me know. Just let me know your opinions. Comments below. Please, if you're new to the channel, you could subscribe. That would be brilliant. Help us out. hit the like button if you like the video. Thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. All right, bye for now.